we go. We are back, everybody. Sorry about the black screen for a moment. We were too busy chatting it up. So, exactly. Crickets. Poor viewers at home have to deal with that nonsense. I'll take us back over to the map where we can find our party. I just finished an encounter with a terrible crab-like demon in this misty chamber. They have been delving into these caves beneath the Isle of Mists. They were able to arrive at the Isle over Mirror Lake by using the power of Lundström. It is kind of pushing and making the mist kind of go away from them as they move through this treacherous land. And now we just completed, I believe, Geyer needed a desperate rest. And I think we were right at the end of that rest as we ended the last session. So looking around the chamber, you guys came from the western side of the chamber. There is what appears to be openings to the north, the east, and the south. What would you guys like to do?
I mean,
Does anyone have any ideas?
can I?
South?
You want to go south, Tinny?
I feel like south is deeper in.
Do we really know that? Could just be a back door.
Seems like the way
I mean,
down.
Can I like listen really quick and see if I hear sounds, chanting, footsteps from any of these passageways?
What passage would you like to listen to first?
Since Tinny said south,
Hmm.
and Kauska's already on that side of the little center fighting stone, I'll
Mhm.
listen to south first.
Okay, go ahead and make an awareness roll.
Okie dokie. I almost did really good on that, but I did pretty good.
There isn't anything that you hear or notice.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, thanks, Dogs for Life, for the subscription. We appreciate it.
Can I... Not hearing anything, Kauska just mumbles, "Not that way," and swing this way, next to Balthus, like kind of like grabbing his armor, and listen again as I like step out into like the slippery stones to listen.
Go to make an additional awareness
Yep.
roll. Yep.
All right, watch this be on the face.
Oops, success.
Nice.
It's very faint,
Mm-hmm.
but you think what you hear is some kind of moaning sound. Almost as if something is in pain.
Does it, with my successful awareness, and you can tell me get out of here, does it sound humanoid or animal? Does it sound like it has human vocal cords, or is it like a animal?
It doesn't sound like an animal.
Okay, so there's
Mm-hmm.
potentially a human-ish something that way, potentially in pain.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like a
Little-
drawn out like.
Someone got hit with a, yeah, a
Mhm.
bar stool in the face. Got it.
But it's not close. It's farther.
all
it's
of our
farther down.
images just got jacked up. Something happened.
David's
Oh,
here.
David popped in. That's why.
Oh. Sorry, folks.
How-
Because this moment is I get our fake and date, our fake Conry out of here.
There we go. Here it is.
There we go. Hearing the noise down there, Kauska just tugs on Balthus and just says, "This way, Balthus. I hear somebody or something. They sound like they're hurt. It's either a trap or someone we need to go help. Either way, it's probably a fight."
At that point, you hear something that sounds like it just got thrown and crashes and breaks
From that same
from a
passage.
distance. Yeah.
I look at Balthus, "Fight!" And Kauska would skip across the rocks and
Okay.
start going. I don't have like.
Dear God, seeing that Geyer is going to chase after her.
Okay.
Because I'm not letting Kalska go somewhere alone, especially not somewhere dark where I have light.
Okay. So you guys are going to move up the eastern tunnel, and it looks like it starts to curve towards the northeast as you go further in. How about the rest of you? Are you guys following suit, staying put?
Are you running in the tunnel you heard the noise, or running away from the noise?
Towards the noise. It's the only clue of where we might have to go.
Oh, I thought you listened to the other tunnel.
I listened to the south and heard nothing.
Oh, I got that confused.
East and heard the moan sound. So
Okay.
Casca's going that way.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming there's only so many people down here that could get through the fog and the mist above the island. So it's kind of like we have to go where we hear sounds.
Okay. You guys can continue up that tunnel.
I'm just moving myself ahead to give Kalska light, but realistically, Geyer is staying right behind her.
Okay. Right when you get, can you move like 2 squares to the north? Will it let you go through there? Okay. I was just making sure that the dynamic lighting wasn't like stopping you from moving. Okay. At this point, it looks as if you kind of come out into a chamber that you could turn to the west, or you could go further towards kind of like the southeast.
Has the moaning sound or the thing crashing sound still going?
Oh yeah, you can still hear the moaning. It's getting louder, and it seems like it's coming from the southeast.
Kalska looks back at everybody and just kind of shrugs and goes, I heard that way. Do we want to keep going?
If that's the direction, I think if we go the other way, that feels like it's almost looping back.
Maybe, yeah. Let's try this way.
Geyer, when you get there, I need you to make a spot hidden roll for me.
Alrighty then.
You're letting me go first.
Success. Nice.
Apparently I'm paying attention because I don't want Kalska to die.
So, it's very hard to see at first, but because you're able to see in the dark now with your ring, and you also have this like bright light source emitting from you, or wait, is it it's Tenumeral that has the ring, right?
Right, I've got a whatchamacallit focus that I wear.
And we'll say Conry's just following you guys. So on the wall, you can see what looks like to be something written in charcoal, and as you look closer, it says in like really big capital letters, "Troll," with an arrow pointing in the direction that you're walking.
I was just, without saying a word, is just going to turn and try to focus the light a little more on it. Sort of tap Kalska on the shoulder and just point.
Is that direction where I keep hearing the sounds from now that I know what I'm listening for?
Yes.
I'm thinking the other way may be best.
My tooth. Oh, my tooth. It's what you hear from further down the tunnel.
I have a dumb question.
Sure.
Might be the last game, so I don't care. Are there any fairy tales and stories Kalska has heard about trolls where they're not mean?
Make a myths and legends roll for me.
It's the one thing I've been trying to up this entire game, and I'm nearly at 18. And I just
barely succeed. Now, most trolls are extremely aggressive. They're very territorial. They don't really get along with each other that well. So usually when you do stumble upon a troll, usually most of the time they're just by themselves. They love trinkets, treasures. They like to be paid, but it has to be something that they really want and desire. If you give them something that they do not want or desire, they take it as that's a very offensive to them, and almost immediately they take you and rip you to shreds. But also they can be persuaded like you can talk to them. It's a small percentage, but yeah, it's possible.
What do you guys think about trying to make friends with a troll to help us fight Koth?
He does seem to be in a rather large amount of dental pain. Do we think that we may be able to assist with that?
I could give him a shot of rum to help with the pain. Or we could remove his tooth.
Perhaps we should go down and have a conversation with it then.
But if it's the wrong way and then we get into a fight, it could be bad. We're all tired already.
And which way is the noise coming from? Is it coming from the east or from further south?
Right where you pinged the first time, to the east.
Over here?
Yes.
Yeah, so Geyer's going to just sort of pat, and if no one goes stum, is going to take a couple of steps in looking for this individual.
Okay.
Kauska will quickly grab Geyer's shirt before he goes too far. And just give him the rundown that she remembers of all the stories. But, like, it's kind of like wait for Beltis to get up here to take us. Just to get mad at us, we're in trouble.
Yeah, Geyer, as you're walking through this area, you can continuously, that moan, that crying of pain is getting louder and louder. And you can tell it's from some sort of billowing creature of some sort. And you slowly kind of work your way around the bend. You see hunched over, just seeing the back of this very large figure. It's over in the corner. Looks like he had just got done like taking an old wooden chair and just like smashing it into pieces on the wall of the cave. And he's just holding his face kind of like this with one hand kind of over his mouth. He's going, oh, that's so bad. It hurts so bad.
As Geyer starts to turn the corner and sees this, excuse me, do you have a moment here?
He quickly turns around and looks at you with rage in his eyes, Geyer.
Wait.
Why have you come? Points towards you.
Kauska holds up her rum bottle immediately.
My name is Geyer. I am the spokesperson for the Enamelin forces. We are the new dental crew that has been hired by Azralkoth to aid those currently in pain within his domicile.
Make a bluffing roll, please. Oh, wow, look at that. Azralkoth sent dental crew?
Yes, we're working to ensure the dental health and overall lack of pain for all of his loyal servants. You mentioned there was someone down here that was in a rather lot of pain, and I feel we got turned around in our way trying to find our way to him. But I heard you crying and thought I had to bring the crew in and see what we could do for you.
Azralkoth, so generous, cares for his caretaker, Okvid. Oh, okay. Can you help me? And he just opens his mouth and goes, towards you. His breath is awful as he starts to get closer to you guys.
Harry's going to look over at Connery a little bit because he knows Connery at least has some knowledge on, healing and helping people.
Okay.
Dr. Wolfkin, if you please. Our first patient of the evening is... I rather lost track of time here. But first patient isn't here, though. He seems to be in a rather large amount of pain and, sort of gesture to where he was holding in his mouth.
Okay.
Mr. Ockvid, there's some paperwork you need to fill out first, and then we also need to, to give you like the pre surgery or work rinse. So just give me a second, okay? And Kauska will like.
Ockvid, no, not right. You write for Ockvid?
I will write for Ockvid, yes. And Kauska's just stalling so Connery doesn't have to smell the breath right now while Connery collects himself.
Just before we lose it, I want to point out that the Game Master has been given a boon from chat.
Oh, what? What are you doing, chat? You're killing me here, chat.
No, boon, not a bane, boon.
Oh, I thought it was a bane. Oh, all right.
Boon.
Oh,
They're
yeah. Hey, yeah, I'll take that.
We thought you loved us.
Hey, thank you, Nikki Rain.
Oh no. Oh no.
I'll bring the pain.
Jesus Christ.
Boon to Game Master. I will remember this.
Why?
Kauska will be asking Ockvid questions and like.
Oh, are you going to do that dentist thing where they like have their hands in your mouth and they start talking to you and asking you questions and you can't answer them back?
No. I'm just asking them a bunch of really confusing cyclical questions so that Connery has a minute to figure out how to deal with this.
Okay. What kind of questions are you asking him?
Kauska's asking him if his family has any known history issues with their teeth. When was the last time he had a checkup?
It's never. Not really remember family too much.
Okay. And I know this is a question, Mr. Ockvid. How old are you? Because sometimes some things work better for our more senior patients, and sometimes things work better for our youngins. So we just need to know a general range, no specifics needed.
Ockvid not good with numbers.
Live long time, live short time.
Not sure.
Okay.
How long is long time?
He's very tall, right?
Ockvid been in this cave long time, I guess.
Okay. We'll put you as a happy medium.
Maybe short time.
Short time is like my height and time, so I think you're probably a bit bigger. And a bit older. Kauska's doing everything she can to keep him looking at her, but meanwhile she's looking at Connery like, do something.
Small furry man help, tooth.
Just so David knows, there was no discussion of this going in.
I can tell.
Yeah, you're pulled this out of it.
You guys want to help the troll, but the troll clearly works for the bad guy, so why would we help the troll? Connor's just going to look over at Beltis, and he's going to go, I am going to help you. I'm me and my nurse assistant here, Dr. Beltis, is going to...
Dr. Beltis.
He has a very special tool, and while I hold your mouth open, he's going to remove the infection.
Okay.
And Connery looks over at Beltis and kind of winks at him, and emphasizes remove the entire infection.
Yes, very much so. Very infected. It is, See, and then this is almost like this nasty, green mist just starts kind of coming out of his mouth, and it's just terrible smelling breath. Oh.
Because Connery already knows Beltis' speciality is to attack from inside. So we're gonna go with that. So Connery kind of walks up. I guess I don't have to do any sort of saving throw for the breath, or
no, that's just flair.
Right. And Jesus Christ. He grabs the jaws of the troll and he holds them open. And he pushes his head back so that his eyes can't see Beltis approaching.
Dr. Belfish!
Casca just nods at Belfish, like,
I'm going to try to actually cut the infection out.
Get the tooth? Okay, okay. I would like you to make a healing roll.
That's a bad idea.
Is he going to boon on that with all the help that Conry's given him?
I will grant him a boon for Conry's help, even though I'm not sure that Conry's actually giving him help to do that.
I mean, he's prying the mouth open. That's got to be worth it.
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
So,
what?
Dr. Belfis with Durman, a massive greatsword, two-handed, goes in there and starts like sifting around. Conry's like watching, like, what are you doing? You're supposed to like just hack his head off. But Belfis, you after like working for a minute, you go, and the tooth pops out. And you immediately hear, like, you got this like massive tooth now in your hand, like it like fits in the palm of your hand, and he's like, oh, hey, tooth gone. Ockford already starting to feel better.
Yeah, I'm just as surprised as you are, buddy.
Oh, well. Thank you, Dr. Belfis and small furry man.
Kauska, having been just jabbering at this troll, just goes, payment will be handled by Mr. Koth, so I just need to ask if you would kindly point us in the direction of which we can find him so that we can go check on his dental care, please.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Koth to south, downstairs, through doors.
Thank you, kind sir. And I'm going to look over.
I do have some food, if you'd like. And he points over to these barrels that look like they're overflowing with something very rotten.
We ate about an hour ago. Thank you, sir.
You sure?
I'll come
Yes,
back if I'm hungry. I'm
Thank you for the offer.
It's delicious, really good stuff. And he grabs some of it out of his...
And on that
something
note,
like-
Dyer immediately starts walking away. He's like,
Okay.
Probably how his tooth got like that.
Don't forget to brush.
Oh, yeah, brush. Yeah. Yeah, feel much better.
Kauska's just running, going, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Asrael Koth, so nice. Asrael Koth, generous to his friends. Oh, send dental crew. What a nice dental crew. That's what you guys hear as you walk out. He doesn't seem to care. He just like lets you guys leave and goes about his troll business.
Didn't expect that to work.
You can add a troll tooth to your inventory, Belthus.
Oh, nice.
And you can see that he definitely needed, like, it either to be pulled or he needed a full root canal. It was bad.
So not only a troll tooth, you have an impacted troll tooth.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, he did say south. Shall we continue on the way?
Sounds like it.
Kauska just looks over at Tinny. I didn't know that any of that was gonna work. I thought we could bribe him, but apparently we just had to befriend him.
The power of friendship we learned with the spider and now a troll.
Good point.
Hearing that guy was like, no, the power of good dental hygiene.
Belthus, you are the first to see
Yeah.
that this passageway ends at a rock fall, cave-in. You cannot see beyond it.
Is it complete cave-in?
Oh, make a crafting roll for me, Belthus.
A crafting roll? I
Yeah.
happen to be good at that.
So crafty.
Good. Is immediately when you when you look at this, There's foul play involved here. This was done on purpose.
Someone collapsed the shaft.
Somebody collapsed this in. Mm-hmm. And it looks like it would probably take you guys a good bit of time to clear this area out.
Those bastards always playing with the shaft.
You think it is possible probably to get through here, but it would take a significant amount of time.
Wonder if we can find an alternate way around. It looks like this is a bit too collapsed. Done on purpose.
If we go, he said south. This is the tunnel south from the structure. We can go back where the crab was and go south from there. Maybe Tinny was right. I'm sorry, Tinny.
Follow Lady Seer's
Yeah,
eyes.
maybe that's the real lesson. Listen to Tinny.
That's something MG says often, but doesn't.
As you guys are passing the troll, you hear, "Troll dental team help the troll." He's like singing a song while he's eating some grub.
I love it.
Done our good deed.
Okay, I don't want to leave
Awkward
Lil
fan
anymore.
to little hairy man. Awkward friend to Dr. Balthus.
Dr. Balthus!
I accept whatever honors are bestowed upon me.
Dr. Balthus, the
Yeah, you guys can continue to move. You continue to move through that south tunnel. And you eventually, Guyer, you see where that tunnel did come out. Like where that you can see the other side of the rock fall from a distance.
Yeah.
So this does connect, and you can actually see that it ends in a staircase that leads down.
Wonder why it was caved in, perhaps to force people through the middle chamber.
Oh, that
And
Given
to people to the troll.
thing that we had to deal with.
Yeah.
If we had come through and met the troll first and hadn't gotten as lucky as we did, that recent fight could have gone a world of difference.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he did say he was down the stairs, shall we?
Let's go.
So this is a stone staircase that's curved out of the rock and leads down. When you guys get down to the bottom, you see a heavily scarred copper door. There's a demonic symbol embedded in the door with a short line of text underneath. The symbol shines brightly with your when your light shines upon it. The symbol kind of gives you can see the distinctive outline of its glow, almost as if it had just been recently carved. But you recognize the symbol. It's the same symbol that you've seen on people's forearms. The symbol of Sathmog. And anybody who has would like to try to read the text, it is ancient, but you can make a language roll to see if you can decipher what it says.
Apparently I am good with ancient languages.
There you go. Look at that.
In this whole game.
It looks like Connery can't quite figure it out.
I don't know. Right.
Geyer, you
How
can...
many times should I tell you the nitrous is for the patient, not you?
I'll get it.
All of a sudden, I imagine all your characters now with white doctors outfits on as you guys are walking through the tunnels now. That's all I can.
I'm telling you, if it wasn't copyrighted, we would be the crew from Scooby Doo.
That's it. So, reading this, you can see with it a successful language roll. Geyer, it says, "All power to Sathmog, our three-tongued liberator."
Before saying it, guys, just gonna look. Does the door have a doorknob or anything on it?
Let me see.
Anything that screams, grab here to open?
Yeah, I would say it does.
Okay. And Gary's gonna look back at the group.
Not yet.
All power to Sathmog, our three-tongued liberator.
All hail.
Do you think he really has 3 tongues?
That would be.
If we can talk him into a dental exam, I'm sure Dr. Belsis will be able to tell us.
Do I get the sense, or perhaps should I cast sense magic to tell if this sigil would like summon something or attack us if we were to interact with the door?
Sure, yeah, you could use sense magic. I believe that's a magic trick that you have.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
so I don't have to roll for it, right?
Yeah, you don't have to roll. You just have to spend the willpower. I think it's just one willpower to do it. So you do get a strong sense of magic from this door, as if there's some sort of trap placed upon it. Definitely the text on it is a clue. There may be something else hidden within the door that would give you clues on how to open it safely.
I'm gonna cast Dispel
Do you want
power level 1 at the sigil.
Do we want to look at the whole door before you do that in
Okay.
case it bounces magic?
Would I get the sense from sense magic that it would bounce my magic back?
That was sensing the magic not doing something to the spell on the door.
You're not 100% sure.
I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay. Dispel on the door.
Yeah, so I'll take my 2 points.
Okay.
And
Let me double check.
particularly at the sigil.
Okay. Let me see this real quick. Oh. Here we go.
It succeeds. If it
Okay.
succeeds.
It succeeds. Excellent. Yeah, so you cast the spell towards the door. You feel as if your spell was successful. Nothing visually changes.
All right.
It's a trap.
Can I just, before anyone does anything and after Tinny says all right, can I do a look at the all parts of this door? I've lock-picked a bunch of things, done a bunch of, casing joints for getting in trouble. Can I do something to look at this?
Yeah, I'll let you choose between awareness or spot hidden. You can pick one to roll.
It is the same.
Okay. All right. When you're looking closer at the door, like checking for, like, it doesn't appear as if it's even locked. Like it appears like it's unlocked. But when you look closer to that symbol, it looks like it's extra clean on the symbol. And there's certain parts where you can almost see where somebody's like fingerprint is left at the bottom of it, almost as if like they were tracing over it with their finger.
Is it? How do I want to ask this? Is it like sooty or like charcoaly marking on the door, or is it like, you said it was reflective a little? Is it like liquid looking, like a blood sacrifice onto the door?
No, it just looks. Imagine like a small layer of like dust on the whole door, but then over the symbol, it looks like they have cleaned like right on top of the writing of the actual carving of the symbol. Kind of like when I used to go up to my mom's dirty car and write "wash me" on the back of the window.
A classic pastime.
I'm sorry, Mom. That was me.
The door's not locked, and there's a way in. It's just a matter of deciding if we want to just walk in or try something else to make sure we don't get like kablamied.
I'll try it first if y'all want to stand back.
Well, Guyer's going to look at it and just... Do I even have any... Yeah, I'm going to take one of my crossbow bolts out and just prick my fingertip.
Okay.
And then, based on where Kalska was pointing and showing us where the swipes were. I was just gonna try to match where she points out that they had like dragged the finger through.
Okay, so you're basically tracing back over it.
Yep.
Okay.
With the finger that I drew blood on. So.
Sure. Yeah, just a little bit of blood just starts to trace over it. Sure.
Anything?
I mean, there's a little bit of blood on it now, but nothing seems to change.
Okay. Maybe Balthus.
Now you're gonna need a tetanus shot when you leave this dungeon.
That is also one of Dr. Beldis's specialities.
Yeah, that's right. We got Dr. Beldis here. We're okay.
The solution is you cut off the limb.
That's-
Yeah.
Before the infection gets any worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Here, Connery, chew it off then.
Don't tempt me, Duck.
Stand back
For the
if you
chicken
will,
fingers, duck
otherwise,
fingers are better.
otherwise I'm going through.
You gonna try it, Beldis?
Unless anyone wants to stand back first.
Well, I guess we'll let you get in.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
I hit a button.
Yeah, you open the door. There's nothing there.
And he runs 20 feet back.
Beldis, you grab the door.
Casper's
And-
getting close.
This be a push or pull? Probably a push. Yeah, did you take the door? You open it, and it creaks. It opens up.
Wow.
And I will
Great.
take you guys to a new map.
I was thinking we were going to get kablammied into smithereens and cause another avalanche in here.
And as it happens, Numeral gets this thought, like, yeah, my dispel totally worked. I'm gonna shift ping you guys. Can everybody see their characters now?
Nice.
I can now.
You can't?
No, I can.
Okay. I was just want to make sure that I have yours set right, because you have night vision right now because of your ring.
I don't have.
Now you should be
That's
able
right.
to
I
see
have
pretty
the
well.
other ring.
Yeah, the ring from the ghost that blessed it,
Yeah.
makes it so you can just see in the dark. So.
So I can see in the dark, and I have my light lit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So is this?
Yeah, this would have been the door right here that opened at the bottom. And when you guys walk into this room, you see a foreboding kind of statue standing in front of you. It's a human-sized statue of a horned demon that points at you with its clawed hand. You're in a square room that's clad in white marble. So now you went from like what seemed like a cave structure to a more like, this is something that was, somebody built this right here. This is something that was put together, some construction. Mm-hmm. On each wall is a polished copper door with a demonic symbol engraved on it. And there are torches lit on sconces in this room.
I was just going to sort of put his ear up against this door. Can I hear anything on the other side?
Go ahead and make an awareness roll for me, Geyer.
You said so it's a door on each side, they're copper doors, and they all have symbols on them.
Yes.
Are
Similar to the one that you just encountered on the
dust?
outside of the other door.
Finger marked in dust kind of thing?
Appears very similar, yes.
Okay.
As you're looking, because you already had the clue, so you went right to it and looked at it. Yeah.
Okay.
Awareness, Geyer, you don't hear anything.
Remarkably well-made door.
Geyer, you do notice something about that particular door, though, that's different from the rest. The symbol in it is carved upside down.
Is it the same Sathmog symbol?
It is.
Are they all the same?
Does it rotate?
It doesn't. It's carved in the door that way.
You said there was also demonic stuff written on the walls, right? Or was that just a door?
That was the first door.
Okay.
It had
I was
that
gonna try to
that
read
saying.
whatever else is on there, but if there's no stuff, then never mind.
Yeah, it's just symbols on these doors.
Okay.
Can we, looking at the floor by the doors, it might be another push door, but is there like footprints or any like indication of like which way the door opened? If like this was the door that's most recently opened, like dust disturbed on the door frame edge.
Are you looking at the south door?
I guess I'll look at the one that Geyer's at. Is that the only symbol that's upside down?
You know what? You can just go ahead and make a general roll for all of them. Just go roll awareness for me.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. I mean, it looks like there has been traffic in here. And it's hard to tell because it's been a lot. There's traffic going to the south door. There's traffic going to the north door. Traffic going to pretty much every door. Even the one you came in, you could tell things have been in and out of this.
I'll tell everyone that and just kind of like... I'll turn and look at Connery. Buddy, do you... I don't want to like ask an insensitive question here, but can you smell smoke from a recently lit torch or someone's BL as they walked around? Or anything? I hate to ask.
I have a very strong sense of smell, so yes, I can.
I know, that's why you never sleep next to me in the cart, because I don't like baths. I'm aware.
Well,
does your nose still work after having your face in that troll's mouth?
I don't know. Thanks for putting me in that situation, but yeah, we'll see. What am I sniffing for?
The most recent scent, I guess, in this room that's not us? I don't know.
You can go ahead and make an awareness roll with a boon, Connery.
Yeah, that was only one die for some reason.
Okay, go ahead and roll. Yeah, roll another one. Oh.
Okay, that's still not any better.
Do you want to push it?
No, not really, because we got the final battle coming up. No, don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. You're not tricking me.
I mean, you just smell the smoke from the torches burning in the room.
All right. Yeah, I don't smell anything.
You still have some of that residual troll breath scent. That's like fresh on the palate, and it doesn't really help your...
I smell something... No, wait, that's the duck. All right, we're good.
Just look... Guy's gonna look at the demon statue.
Yeah.
Any sort of hint or anything might help us on that?
As you're looking at this, it looks to you as if the statue can be turned and rotated.
I'm just going to reach over and grab it and see how hard it might be and just see if he can turn it so its outstretched hand is pointing north.
Okay. Yeah, you just grab it and start to kind of muscle it. And it actually, you're able to move it pretty easily, Geyer. It starts going... And you turn it, and now the direction it's pointing is to the north.
I have no idea what that did, but hey, it moves.
You guys, I just had a bad thought. There's 3 doors, and he's supposed to have 3 tongues. What if these are all like 3 big fights behind each door to get to him?
Or what if the doors are his tongues?
That's even grosser, Connery. Thank you.
Well, then perhaps we throw all 3 doors open at the same time, and we can always retreat back up the stairs if we need to.
Brilliant idea.
And that gives us a funnel that brings everything, forces it into a tight space. General, what do you think?
Right.
I don't know. I'm trying to... I think it would use a lot of my energy to dispel all of these doors.
Well,
Yeah.
Do you have to? Or are they locked? Or are they magic-y? Do they?
I don't think we should just keep being frivolous with our mana. Like we should probably hold on to that.
So, I don't know. I'm worried that perhaps something bad and demonic could happen if we mess with these sigils. However, if nothing does happen, then when we do face something bad and demonic, eventually at the other end of one of these doors, I don't know. I'm in a catch-22. You guys let me know what door you want to go through, and if you want me to dispel the sigil. If not, let's get
Should we see what happens if we don't dispel a door?
Sure.
Mr. DM. You said the turn door had the upside down symbol.
The one that Geyer is currently standing in front of. Mm-hmm.
Okay, but he pointed the statue towards the north door.
Northern door, yes.
Can I there's door handles.
There are.
Can I just very gently check and see if the door next to me is locked?
Like, are you just inspecting it to see if it's locked, or are you trying to open it to see if it's locked?
I'm just doing that when you hold the door knob with 2 fingers and you kind of, or you try to lift it just enough to see if it's resisting going through. I don't want to walk through it. I don't want to actually move the door. I'm just testing the lock.
Okay. It doesn't have a handle that turns, so you have to actually either pull it or push it to even test it to see if it's you can kind of inspect it and look at it, and with your skills at lock picking, you would probably figure out without even touching it if it's locked or not. Mm-hmm. So but that's up to you whether you want to try that or if you want to just try to.
I want to just see if I'm wondering if the statue pointing is what unlocks the door almost.
Okay, let's make a. You said spot hidden and awareness are the same for you. Just make either one, whichever one you'd like to roll.
Okay. Keep alternating between the two. Dang it. Nope. I ain't pushing it either. I'm not. Okay. Nope.
You're just not sure.
Casca just shrugs.
You okay over there?
I'm worried we're gonna get stabbed.
By the door?
By everything.
You want me to give it a try?
Do you have
the statue's pointing at your door now. Perhaps we should open the one beside me.
All right. No. Maybe we should split up.
No.
So are we opening the one it's pointing to, or one of the ones it's not pointing to?
Freddie and Daphne, Velma and Shaggy, and then wrong group.
And that leaves you alone, Scooby. Geyer's going to look at Belthus and just give a little nod and start reaching out towards the door he's next to.
Okay.
And if no one stops him, he's just going to push.
Okay. As you begin to push and the door seems like it's going to go, you see from the symbol on the door starts to ignite and glow with electrical energy, and it looks as if lightning is going to erupt out of the door at you. You have a decision if you'd like to try to dodge or parry this.
Hit the deck.
Can't parry, so I'm dodging.
Okay. You can go ahead and roll evade.
Hey!
Oh, and you succeed. So Geyer, seeing this electrical energy sort of building up towards the center of the symbol, it glows really bright for a second, and then it comes shooting straight out of the door towards Geyer. Geyer drops to the floor, and it strikes the statue in the center. And it chips a little bit of the statue away. But you can see as soon as it does that, the electrical energy kind of just dissipates.
Did the door open?
The door is not open.
Connery would like to try the door.
The same door?
The exact same door.
Okay. So you walk up to the door.
Seeing this happen is going to commando crawl.
Okay.
Through the corner.
Okay. So Connery goes to push the door as well. And the same thing happens. Immediately, as soon as that door starts to move, the sigil on the door begins to erupt with electrical energy. So you need to decide if you'd like to dodge or parry this.
I'm gonna dodge.
Okay, go for an evade roll then. Oh, there you go. Seeing this happen already once before, you gotta jump on it, and before that electrical energy shoots out, you're able to roll across the room with some fancy maneuvers. And that electrical energy strikes the statue again, chips a little bit more off of it, but then the electrical energy just dissipates, and the sigil begins to just die down with that blue glow and just settle back down to where it was.
Connery would like to approach the door again.
Alpha throws like something, like a rock pebble at Connery.
Okay.
And the statue was pointing at that door, the door that was still
the statue was
shooting?
pointing at the north one where you and Gaia are. These two numbnuts were opening a different door.
I just wanted to practice my dodging.
All right. I'm going to test the pointy one, the one that the statue's pointing at.
You're going to test that one?
Yeah.
Be prepared if there might be a bolt of lightning you may have to dodge.
Not really a dodging type.
And you're in a giant metal conductor. Such a wonderful idea for you.
Belthus, you pushing or pulling?
I'm going to push.
Okay, so you go to push the door. It starts to go in a little bit, and then you see the blue glow erupt around the sigil again, and a lightning bolt shoots out of the door. Would you like to evade or parry?
I have Protector level 2 on me. Is this magic?
It is.
I'm going to try to take it on the chin.
Okay, I think Protector reduces the damage die.
Yeah, by 2 if it's Protector level 2.
By 2 if it's level 2.
And I'm just going to try to push through it and just slam this door open.
You got it. Let me double check something really quick. Okay. Okay. So the lightning strikes and hits you, but you're like immediately, like within like just like a couple inches away from your armor, this blue glow like a shield just kind of erupts, and it seems to suck the electrical energy into it. And it just goes and just sucks it in and dissipates, and it's gone. Let me check one thing really quick.
Yay! Finally did something!
That was pretty cool.
You know, these doors keep shooting lightning. Let's keep opening them.
And actually, as you're just like as you just take it and push it through, you are able to open that door.
Sexy. Sorry. A little bit.
Tinny says it out loud under her breath and counts.
Lady Seer, your magic is
like,
formidable.
well.
This is behind Belthus's back. We're not admitting anything to this man's face.
But yeah, you see a chamber. There's a single torch on the wall, and this looks like some kind of prison. To the right and left are just a bunch of like iron bars, like small cells.
How many small cells? 36? 36 chambers?
5 on each side.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's the prison wing.
So you can see a row of cramped cells behind rusty barred doors. There's a strong stench of decay in this room, and you can hear faint groans and mumbled prayers that can be heard from a couple of the cells as you open the door.
Before anyone does anything else, Numeral is going to touch herself and cast Protector.
Protector? Okay.
Good idea.
Okay. Don't forget, you still have to roll to see if it succeeds. Are you casting at level 1, or are you going to increase it?
I'm gonna do it at this. I'm gonna do it at level 2 also.
Okay. Got it. I think that's 4 willpower.
Yes. So,
While Tenumel's casting that, Gaia's going to look over at Belthus. Well, it seems like the lightning is no problem for you.
Thanks to Lady Seer's magic.
Perhaps the rest of us should look in this prison wing, and you can see if you can open the other doors.
Got it, Chief. And I will go start to tackle the next.
Okay. Going for the next door, too?
Yeah, just take a deep breath. Hope that magic holds up.
Okay.
Trusting in Lady Seer.
I think Protector 2 lasts for how long?
I believe until they rest.
Is it a... So
Shift.
it lasts a whole shift. Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, so Protector 2 is going to last this. So yeah, you're able to push on this door too. The same thing happens. The lightning comes at you, but you like just the shield that you've got on you, the protective energy just like soaks it all in and just dissipates it. And you're able to push through this one. When you open this one, there's an interesting pattern on the floor that is engraved with many different letters. And there's torches on the wall, and you can see that there's a door on the other side of this chamber.
Are there any prisoners alive? Ask them about the letters.
We might have one.
Yeah, actually, Geyer, when you look into that cell, you can see a female orc sitting in the corner of the cell. She looks pretty emaciated and beaten, but doesn't look like she's like fatally or seriously injured. Definitely looks like got a couple bumps and bruises.
Guys, gonna look over. New jail staff. What they got you in for?
Make a bluffing roll.
Oh no.
I was gonna push it.
You're a fool to think I would believe that.
Fair enough. You can stay in here if you'd like.
You're very much alive. The ones that brought me in here were no longer living.
Kalska's looking at this over here, by the way. Just trying to read.
Okay, yeah.
You
can see exactly what's on the map there is what you can see.
You can go find someone else who is more interested in speaking with us.
Okay.
Walk away.
Okay, so you kind of walk out. She just kind of scoffs as you walk away. And the far end, you see that there in another cell sits a very badly injured, looks to be human male, barely conscious, and is like mumbling kind of under his breath.
I'm sorry there. Speak up. We can't hear you.
Curse you, Azrael Koth. I spit in your direction. And blood just kind of like pours out of his mouth. Sorry, Tuviel. Sorry I couldn't find you.
Well,
Oh, I'm not there. Never mind.
At least we know what direction Azrael is, and just gotta follow the spit.
He spit to the north.
Oh, there it is.
We've
Not
heard that
the
name
wall.
before.
To the wall.
Guy's gonna look at Kami. I recognize that name for some reason, don't I? Or am I hallucinating?
Yeah. You're asking the guy that is terrible with names.
Look over and they sort of rattle at the bars a little bit. You're that. What was that name you said? Tuberculosis? Numeral?
Eladane, free me. Eladane, free me. Comfort me, Eladane.
Glider, do you want me to heal him?
Do you have the? How badly will that drain your resources?
Let me see. I would have to spend one bandage. I wasn't talking about a spell. I was just gonna wrap his wound up.
Guy's gonna test the door. Is it?
It is locked. And in order to get into him to treat his wounds, you're going to have to do something about the lock.
Also wasn't intending to go in. Buddy, can you bring your face
Only we had a
closer?
robe.
He's
Dude.
like just laying in the back of the cell. It doesn't look like he's even like in a position where he can move very much, and you can see like he's in a ton of pain. Like he's barely. It's kind of like he barely even recognizes or responds to your presence.
Do I have any cabbage left over?
I think you guys left the
Probably in the
cabbage on the cart, and by now it would probably be awful.
I was gonna try to bait him over with the cabbage. All right, well, I got nothing.
Are you all okay in there?
No, we've got an orc and a human looking for tungsten.
Tungsten is a metal. Try again on the name, Mr. Geyer.
Well, he won't answer me again.
It's Geyer? Oh crap!
Might be looking for
that name wrong.
numeral. Began with a T.
Kauska stops looking at the pattern, although she thinks she's figured it out, and she walks down the hall.
Okay. Belthus, were you going to try to open that southern door?
Yes.
Okay. As you do, same thing happens. You push on it, the electrical energy goes to zap, but the shield just soaks it all in and dissipates, and you're able to push this door open. And as you open it, you can see inside there is a lit chamber. And I will share a little bit of a description of it. Let me see. Make sure I've got the right description before I read it out to you. This room consists of what looks to be inside a deep pit filled with armored skeletons and armed cadavers in varying degrees of decay. An ominous rattling sound is heard from deep within this mass grave, as if something is moving down there among the dead. Or is it a pile of corpses itself that is moving? You're not really sure.
Might close this door.
Yeah. I just picture Belthus very quietly just closing the door, like, sorry.
You closing it, Belthus?
Yeah.
Okay, Belthus closes the door back.
What was in there, Belthus?
Big pit full of bodies, and there was movement of some sort.
Gross.
Oh. Yeah, probably good. What happens when he closes his door again? To
The door-
sigil and such?
Just door closes.
Does it look like dull because it zapped already, or is it still seems
Looks the same as what it did when you first approached it.
Okay. Interesting.
I think I figured out the pattern on the other floor, but come here real quick.
Can't Kauska just lockpick this door, Geyer?
That's why I'm down here when I'm trying to understand what's happening. Do I see?
I forgot.
Does the orc lady say anything to me?
Yeah, as you're walking by, the orc lady has actually made her way to the bars and is standing at the bars. I've heard of you.
Of me?
The ones
Okay, what's your name?
who brought peace between Maladuk and the town.
Oh, are you part of Maladuk's crew?
Aye, indeed.
What's your name?
My name is Kretsha.
Hold on a second. Kauska's like committing it to memory because she's the one who remembers names lately, it seems.
I was the only surviving member of my strike team.
Strike team for what?
Try to take down the demons.
Did
Oh.
Maladuk send all of you out to do this?
Yes,
What's Maladuk up to right now?
probably thinking about ways to defeat these demons.
Okay. One moment, I heard something else down here, and then maybe I'll be able to get both of you out. Just give me a second, okay?
Right. I've got all day.
I don't need the sarcasm, lady. It's been a long week.
Put her on hold with some music.
Kauska walks down to the last cell and looks in. Mister? My friends are bad with names and probably couldn't hear you very well. What did you say before?
Curse you, Azrael-Koth.
Uh-huh.
Burn in the pit, Azrael-Koth.
But buddy, we need you to get on with the name. The name.
He just keeps mumbling.
You said a T name? A person?
Yes, it started with a T.
Tuna.
Shut up.
To
Connie, shut up. Come on, sir.
Tormented by Azrael Koth.
Oh my god. You know, if
Okay.
we open the door, I can heal him, and then
No.
we can get the name out of him.
Okay, no. Kalska just, she's not sure if she trusts this person or not is the point, which is why she's having an issue with not knowing the name.
Make an awareness roll, Kalsika.
Oh.
Give me an option.
Okay.
Oh.
Now this person has been pretty much like stripped of all their gear. Did you notice like a wristband that looks familiar to some of the attire that the knights, like Ophelia Shadowleaf, the Eladane Knights? You have a feeling like this individual might have been one of the Eladane Knights.
Okay. Kalska just takes out her lockpicks, and as she's starting to do this, she just whispers. She's taking a guess at this point. Did you know Kadal and Tuviel?
You see when you say the name Tuvio, he kind of tries to like open his eye and look at you, but you can see it's like almost completely swollen, like kind of like a boxer that went like 12 rounds. Like his face is just battered, and it looks like he's trying to look at you, and you can see like his eye is like swollen, and there's like just a tear that's just kind of like just drips kind of off the end of his nose.
This man clearly needs medical attention.
Kalska is lockpicking.
Okay, yeah, go for your lockpicking. I think that's sleight of hand. And if you have lockpicks, I think it might give you a boon on the roll.
I'll roll it again just in case, but I don't know if it does or doesn't, but I have lockpicks, so.
Okay. Either way, you succeed. So you are able to open that lock, and you're able to access that chamber there, and you guys are able to.
Connor would like to burst in there running and try to scoop him up and start giving him medical attention immediately. And so I'll roll healing on that.
Excellent.
There we go.
Yeah, you're able to wrap up his wounds. What the healing does it when you make a healing roll, does it do a D6? Is that what it is?
I believe it's just 1d6, yeah.
1d6.
But,
let me go ahead and roll 6.
This is not enough to restore him, but it'll sustain him. This man clearly needs some milk.
What if he's lactose intolerant, Connery? Kalska yells.
Connery, I will tell you this.
One a day.
I remember my training from Sister Skull Kid.
I will tell you this. As you're patching him up, you have a feeling as if the wounds this individual suffered are eventually going to kill him, and there's nothing that you'll be able to do about it. Mechanically, he has a permanent injury called Deep Wound in this game, which ultimately means like he's on like a limited time. It's kind of like when a doctor comes in and says, well, you got this much time left.
I don't say it out loud, but I give Kalska and Geyer a look like he's not gonna make it. We don't have enough milk.
Kalska does this to Connery, like, come here, because I'm gonna try to pick this other lock.
I shove him off my lap, and then I go.
Yes, I don't care. Time. But Kalska, as I try to pick this other lock, Kalska will look at Connery from the look on his face, getting that, like, it's not good. She'll say, I don't want to waste it, but, like, I did steal that antidote from Hagra. I stole a couple things from Hagra.
Yeah, I don't believe it's. Okay. I don't believe it's like a poison or disease. It looks like he's just endured too much.
Okay.
Hopefully, we don't find ourselves in the same fate. Okay. That's why we have Beltis to go out front.
Beltis, Geyer, and Tanumra, are you guys kind of staying out of this, or are you guys joining the group up there in the northern chamber, or?
Geyer actually walked out seeing that those two had it.
Okay.
And was looking at basically just came down to see what Beltis and Tanumra were doing with the store.
Okay. Yeah, you you find Tenumeral and Balthasar standing. One door is still closed.
Balthus is watching that door to make sure nothing comes out of it.
Yeah, Balthus is kind of like holding Derman and just like watching that door closely.
Don't open, dead inside, yeah.
I'm just kind of hanging in the corner, listening in to what's going on in the prison room, and also kind of keeping my eye on this other door.
Okay.
Mysterious symbols and floors.
Well, as this individual is starting to come to and regain kind of his coherence, I think that's a good time for us to take our break for the evening. So we're going to pause our game right there. And we'll come back in about 5 to 7 minutes and we'll pick up from there. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. I saw Nikki was here. We had Dogs for Life. Sister Skull Kid is in the house. Welcome back, Sister Skull Kid. Glad that you guys are joining us tonight. Now that we're into the game, this is definitely probably going to be the penultimate episode. I don't think this is going to be the finale. There's still a chance.
Hey,
I'm not going to rule it out.
Cry about it again.
But we'll see what happens when we get back. So we're going to take a short break. Stick with us. We'll see you soon. Hello, and thank you so much for hanging out with us here at Proficiency Bonus. Please take an opportunity to support our sponsors.
First up is Little Dragon Corp. Little Dragon Corp is an online storefront based in the Great White North of Canada. They sell everything your heart could desire, so long as everything your heart desires is largely polyhedral dice sets and other TTRPG sundries. Check them out for all of your dicey needs. Perhaps buy a lovely hardcover copy of one of these fine books. If you're feeling especially cute, you could treat yourself to a t-shirt or one of these fine little proprietary Little Dragon Corp dragon plushies. They've got all the classic types of dragon, like Mooney, Terra, Dad. Whatever strikes your fancy over on Little Dragon Corp, be sure to enter our special promo code BONUS at checkout for 15% off of your order. That's BONUS, BONUS, for 15% off your order. That's like if you made 7 individual purchases, you could basically buy anything you want on the store, and it's like it was free with all the money that you saved from earlier. I'm absolutely positive that's how math works, and I will be taking no questions at this time. Thank you, Little Dragon Corp.
Cardboard Castle Games is a brick-and-mortar game store local to Evans, Georgia. They have a wide selection of tabletop gaming and other cool games like Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards, and even Yu-Gi-Oh! You can visit them in-store and let them know that we sent you, or you can go visit their website at cardboardcastlegames.com.
Don't forget to find us on social media. We're on Twitter, Facebook, and Discord. Links to our social media pages and outlets are located below this video.
Don't forget, you can also support the channel by following, by subscribing, remembering to click the bell notification so you never miss another live stream, using channel emotes, and if you're an Amazon Prime user, you get a free subscription to Twitch every month.
While we are away, now is a great time to go subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free, and there you will find hours upon hours of content to enjoy. Click the bell icon to activate notifications so you won't miss a single show. Once again, thank you for joining us. We hope you are enjoying the show, and we'll be back in just a moment. And
before I
welcome
finish it.
back as we get our snacks. We are ready. Yeah. Somebody's asleep. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to dive back into the episode. And as you guys are in this prison chamber, this within this crypt area, you can see that this individual starts looking towards you guys as Conry has finished wrapping him up. It's like, and he looks directly towards Conry and Kalsika. Is like, do you have a weapon? I need a weapon.
What do you use?
Anything. My sister's in here somewhere, and I'm here to find her.
Is your sister 2BL or whatever?
Have you seen her?
No. Funny story. As Kalska's still trying to pick, can I pick Gretcha's lock to get this?
Oh yeah. You can. Sure.
Okay. That's sleight of hand, right? Yeah.
Yep. Sleight of hand.
Just make it.
Oh, just make it. Yeah, you pick
I'm
the lock.
distracted.
Open it up. Thank you. And she kind of steps out. You can see her kind of like rubbing some of her injuries. She doesn't look bad, but definitely looks like a little bit of a beating.
She's a orc, right?
Yes.
So she's giant compared to me.
Not well to you. She's probably the same size as like Conry.
Giant. Okay. Kalska looks up at like this, like, just remember who let you out, aka don't turn on us, aka if you do, I get to stab you.
I'm not here to fight you.
Good. And then, Kalska turns to the guy who's like half dead. We didn't get his name, did we?
What's that?
We didn't get his name, did we?
You didn't get his name, no.
Hey, mister.
It's Emrys.
Emrys? Mr. Emrys, there was a ghost of some dude named Kadal who said 2VL, we had to go find her, and he died trying to find her. Does that make any sense to you?
What?
Yeah,
Kadal is dead?
Yeah, sorry.
You see, he kind of turns away from you and he falls to one knee. No. Oh, I made a terrible mistake.
I mean, Koth made the problems.
I sent for him before I left. Let him know that I was coming after my sister, and he knew that... He didn't know that she was taken yet, and...
I guess he was your friend?
Well, he was... my sister's betrothed. Guy like messing with his ring right there.
Thank God. Kalska looks at Connery for a second. It's just like, because she's kind of like, Connery's indicated this guy's gonna die. Me all might die. Kalska's not super nice at the moment. She's trying to be not coming out right because she's stressed out. And she just goes, well, Connery, what?
Good. No, go ahead. Go ahead.
So Kalska just looks at Emrys and just goes, look, I don't like telling people bad news, but apparently that's all we get to do lately. We have to go kill Koth. Are you in or out?
Yes.
Okay.
Koth must die.
Can you stand?
I can stand, yes. You can see, like squints for a moment. Like, you can tell, like, he's still, like, wincing in pain a little bit, but the bandages are kind of wrapped around some of his wounds, and he's just awaiting to... Did you bring extra weapons?
Kalska looks at him and blinks a couple times, just kind of motions to her tiny body. It's like, what do you want me to do, buddy?
Anything will work.
Are you skilled with the weapon proficiency of large tent?
Large tent? You want me to swing a tent?
I mean, That's all I got.
You don't have a blade.
Emrys, I don't want to sound meaner than I probably already have. Until I'm sure you can walk 5 paces without almost falling and stabbing yourself on something, I'm not giving you something sharp and pointy.
I can make it.
When we
Starts
think-
kind of like moving a little bit.
When we get there and you need it, I'll pass you one, okay?
Okay.
We'll get you
Fine.
something. I just want to make sure you can walk without
You're gonna
carrying
want me to have one when the skeletons come.
skeletons.
Yes. The undead
Okay.
that roam this labyrinth.
Kauska looks at Kretcha and then at Emrys. It's like, okay, can we go talk to everybody at once? I don't want to have to tell the story again. Let's go. We'll start moving this way.
Gretchen's just like,
what?
Gretchen just sighs. She goes, what else are we gonna do? No?
I don't know if the map. Okay, yeah, I was like, I can't get through.
You can't get through the door?
There we go.
Oh, there
I keep closing.
Weird.
Okay.
Well, Gretchen kind of comes out the door, and she sees that the door is still open leading up the stairs. And she looks at all of you and says,
Don't be a wuss.
listen. I know some information about Azrokoth. Without the blade of Lundström, Azrokoth is bound here and cannot leave. But if Azrokoth gets that blade, he'll have the freedom to go where he wants. He knew you were coming. He knows the sword is on its way.
We're here
But, I
to
mean,
deliver it
you
to
don't
him.
know where he-
We're gonna give it to him. Pointy hand first.
The only way to defeat him. So it
I mean,
is
at the
both
same-
his destruction and his liberation, and hopefully we'll be bringing destruction.
If you...
This is all well and nice, but does anyone know where Azrokoth wants to go? Maybe he's just trying to go home.
This was his home, or is this just his burial place? I don't remember anything anymore.
Numeral would know that this place was... She thinks it's some place that was maybe a place where Eladane, like, stored treasures. And they just repurposed it.
Kauska looks at Kretcha and just... I get that you might want to run up those stairs, yeah? But here's the reality. The more of us versus him, the better chance we have of giving him the pointy end. And if we don't have people help us give him the pointy end, you're not going to get very far before he's out there and doing bad stuff. So, like...
Well, that's what my plan was. My plan was to go get Maladuk, so that if you fail, there'll be at least a line of defense outside.
If I can just be the bearer of common sense, there does seem to be a rather large mist cloud hanging around the island that, from what we saw, tends to kill people who don't have that sword with them.
I'm aware.
How'd you make it through?
I suffered through it.
Oh, is that why you look like that?
And I can hold my breath.
Is that
Good
why you
skill to
sound
have.
like that?
Tanumal, she's an orc. Don't be rude.
Kauska high fives to Numeral. And by high five, it's like a low five, like down behind Tindy's back. Like,
I stuck close to the shore, stuck to the water.
Remarkable. Maybe it's because trolls are so toxic and poisonous to begin with that it has also an effect on you from your environment within underground putrid bogs.
Did you call me a troll?
Yeah, that's an orc, not a troll.
I'm sorry. I haven't left my mountains before this.
Tindy still has trouble with, like, what's its.
Understood. Listen,
Nothing's happened wild. It's fine.
I'm not against you. I just don't want Azrael-Koth to have free reign. If
Help us kill him.
you fail, look at me. Do I look like I'm in any shape to be able to stand toe-to-toe with Azrael-Koth?
Kalsuga just slowly turns to look at Emrys, who is basically dead and is still willing to go fight. And then looks
he's like leaning up against the wall. He's not doing anything but kind of like glaring straight ahead. Like he's like just in mental focus.
I mean, priorities.
Don't fall down. Don't fall down. Don't fall down.
Guy
Would
walks
you
up and goes.
Would you say a halfling, a duck, a dog, and 2 elves look like they're in any condition to fight Azrael-Koth in this state?
What is with the racism? I am a wolf.
She'd look around and gesture at the various levels of...
Looks at you, Connery, and apparently I'm a troll. And a very injured one.
We all look the same. This is what I've had to deal with for the past few weeks.
Kalsuga looks so offended when Connery says that. At least you're allowed to drink in taverns without proving how old you are, Connery.
They served me out of a dog bowl.
I have to pay double.
Okay. Do me a favor. I would like for I'm gonna say Callista's the one making the roll, but I'm gonna give you a boon on it. I'd like you to make a persuasion roll to convince Kretsha to stay with you.
I'm sorry, who's making the roll?
Who's Callista?
Oh, excuse me, Kalsuga. Excuse me, Kalsuga. I'm going back into my old D&D mode.
See?
I was like,
They all look the same.
hold up.
Kalsuga, Callista.
Well, I'm gonna give you the boon though because everybody's kind of helping in this situation, so I'm gonna grant a boon on this roll.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I mean, Maladuke's probably already getting a group to come this way, right?
Probably right. Maladuke thinks of everything.
She's a pretty smart orc.
That's why I follow her. Anybody have a weapon?
Oh boy, we're running out.
I'm gonna hold out.
Just get in line.
I'm gonna hold out. I've got the Viomaline longsword. I've got Fiend Crusher, and I've got a longbow.
Ooh.
You two make yourself useful. What do you want?
Dang, I forgot how much Belthus could carry.
Gretcha looks and says, I want the bow. Changes it.
And a quiver. Toss the quiver too. Yeah.
Toss the quiver. Grabs it, kind of gets it ready.
I'm gonna be up close. I won't need that.
Let me see what Emrys has here.
Well, he was asking for a blade.
Yeah,
so.
he goes for the Viomaline longsword.
Yeah.
It's
a little different than steel. I think you'll enjoy it.
What is this?
Still got that large tent if you change your mind.
I would rather have the blade.
Alright, you're lost.
It's a magical crystal, and she'd show them her dagger that is also made of the Viomaline, or it's forged with the Viomaline when it was repaired.
Yeah, it was my idea that made him that sword, but he just tossed it aside. He didn't
As
mean
long as
anything,
it turns the bones of the undead to dust, then it'll work just fine.
And it ignores magical resistance.
Forged by Takashi Tetsu.
What's that name?
Takashi Tetsu. He's out in the mountains. You'll meet him if you survive this.
Takada.
He's not gonna
Takada.
Takashi. Trying to go out for sushi?
Wasn't Takashi from like Karate Kid?
Very possible.
Isn't Takeshi Kovac from Altered Carbon?
We have so many names in this game for everybody. Like
we don't remember who we call what anymore.
Yeah, that's right.
Takashi. I like how we all know who we're talking about though when we say it wrong.
Yep.
I think it's all because of Marmalade. Their name had been like John, it would have been fine, but nope.
So Emrys kind of looks at you now holding this sword and is like, So where to?
I think we go through the alphabet land. I'm just going to point at the door.
I think
Okay.
if we were to try to do this, I'm seeing that there is a pattern that spells Stathmog on the ground. I think since he is so obsessed with himself and he has on all these little doors, Stathmog is the greatest, whatever. If we walk on the stones that say Stathmog, I think we may be okay. That's my theory.
All right. You want to go test that?
I'll go.
Power to you.
Whoever would like to test my theory.
Kauska will go, but before stepping out, would want to look for either dust on the letters we're thinking. You know what I mean?
So you're just specifically looking at the letters?
I'm looking at at the front, right by the door. There's the N and the S. Looking if the S has any boot marks on it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make a spot hidden roll for me, please.
While she is completely enveloped in doing her own thing, Geyer is going to be very carefully looping around the end of his silk rope.
Okay.
In case something goes to happen, he can try to give a yank and
Pull it back.
Okay, so you're
Reclaim my
attaching her to the rope. Is that what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay. As you're looking, you can see that your idea, or Tenumeral's idea, seems to be pretty correct, as you see the tiles are worn in the pattern that spells, you can see as far as the SAT, and it looks like there is a worn pattern that follows those letters.
Out of curiosity, near any of the other letters, and I'll roll again if I have to, does it look like there's burned stone or
Blood.
holes in the wall?
Smiting bones.
It's funny that you
boots
ask,
that
and
are
I'll
disintegrated.
yeah, just a pair of boots with old feet in them.
The ankle bones sticking out.
Yeah, no. With your successful spot hidden, as you look to the walls, you can see that there are 6 holes in the southern wall. They're kind of in the if you look at them, there's one. They're evenly spaced to be with
the tile.
With the tiles. They're about maybe 2.5, 3 feet off the ground, just like a small hole in the wall.
Okay.
Crawl.
Kauska will tell everyone that, and then carefully step out onto the S.
Okay. As you step onto the S, there's a little bit of a depression, it goes, and nothing happens.
Okay, guys, don't freak out when the floor shifts down yet, okay? I'll tell you when to freak out on what letter. And go to the A.
Does the same thing. The S rises up like a button being pressed. You step on the A, it depresses, and
Kauska
nothing happens.
spins around and looks back at Ray. Don't follow till I get to the end, okay? I'm worried that if we're all on it, it'll sense too many people and be a problem.
my rope's only 10 meters. You won't make it all the way.
Kauska will take the rope off and let
Yep.
him pull it back.
Okay.
That's the point.
But what if something's bad? You're
I'll go
by
in and get her.
yourself.
Better idea. I'll be okay. Jeez.
T
Not this crawl on the ground.
T
Crawl
depresses.
around after her.
That's
I
not
go
right
Connor's.
Connery takes the end of the rope and goes out to S.
No,
Okay.
I said right.
It depresses, nothing happens.
But the rope wasn't long enough.
We don't need the rope.
Oh, nice.
Oh, it's too late.
Lord. Kauska goes to the H.
Depresses,
I go
nothing
to
happens.
A to keep the rope.
Depresses,
Yeah.
nothing
Jump on S.
happens. Yep.
to the
As you guys
O.
move, nothing seems to be happening.
When I get to the G, I yell back, stop, because I want to put the four. If someone would listen to the short person.
Oh, you're too far away from me.
I'm strong.
Henry, get back on the right side. What do you, stop it.
He did. He's on the M.
Oh, I forgot that was where the M was. I got really scared.
Yeah, he's fine. The grid didn't quite match up with the letters
Yeah.
when I put it on here, so it's a little bit off. But
I was freaking out. Okay. Is this door locked?
Yes.
that door has a symbol carved into it, just like
Same.
the other ones.
Hey guys, get down. Just crouch a little bit.
A wall here.
Kelsey's gonna try to open the door.
Okay, you gonna just push through it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Electrical energy starts to zap out of the symbol and comes in your direction. Are you going to try to evade it or parry it?
What do I use to parry? What is that?
You could use your parrying dagger.
But what do I have to roll for that to succeed?
You have to just roll your dagger like if you were attacking something.
They're the same roll. I'm gonna evade. I make it.
You make it, and you succeed. The problem with evading is that you have to stop kind of doing anything to the door.
Yeah.
So you're kind of like dodging out of the way of it. The door closes back shut, but you're able to evade successfully, and the lightning just kind of shoots off into the room, and everybody kind of is ducking down and dodging it out of the way. So,
Okay. I guess one moment, and I'll pull out my parrying dagger to try to, because it was and I put the Viomaline on my parrying dagger, so it's extra magical. Help me.
okay.
So I'll do that.
So you're going to try to open it and parry it.
Yes.
Okay. So you try to open it this time. The electrical energy does it again, starts to build up and shoot out to you. And you're going to try to parry it this time.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Ooh,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh
Ouch.
no.
Ouch.
So basically that you lift up your parrying dagger to try to parry it, but it's a small blade and it's really hard. It's coming at you fast. And you overshoot it and the electricity just hits your arms at first and starts to zap you. You're going to take 2d8 damage.
No bueno.
Oh,
Oh, no.
10 damage count. Ugh.
It's fine. Kowska pushes through the door. She doesn't have you guys are getting this. Kowska is at the point where she's just like, just get through the damn door. So this crap.
Do you remember how you asked me if I could smell?
Shut
I
up,
smell
Connery.
cooked halfling.
There's a little smoke rising from Calcica right now.
Oh.
Okay.
Numeral would peer
Literally, I
around
stepped on O.
and tell Belfast to run after her, or Connery to go
Okay.
help her.
Emrys he's coming, he's following along. Calcica, you step into the room, and I'm going to explain to you what you see first, because you're the first person to get in there. There's a circular room made of black marble. Doors bearing the demonic mark are found at the north and south. There is a red pentagram that has been carved into the floor, and there is a burning, smoldering demon waiting in the center. He looks like a humanoid that is made of just pure fire and crackling with energy, but he's just standing there with his arms crossed in the center of the room.
Kowska comes in and sees this and is about to freak out and just will awkwardly bow,
Okay.
keeping her eyes on him, and go, "Good day. I don't know what time of day it is. I'm so sorry. I've been down here too long."
Okay. The rest of you have time. You guys can move across.
For Belfast and everyone to know that someone's in here with me, essentially.
Okay.
You said we have time?
You have time. You can move across into the
All right.
room.
Then I would
I'm
like
moving.
to tell her what time it is. It's
Sure.
2 p.m. It's
Is
2
it?
p.m.
Connery's telling you the time. And as you guys enter the room, it's just standing there looking at you, even though it's hard to tell where it's looking. You can see where there would be eyes. Imagine the Human Torch. It just kind of looks like that, just emblazoned humanoid form. And you can hear the crackling of the fire as you enter. The light is kind of glistening out from him all over the black marble of the room. And he looks at all of you and he says, in a fiery voice, Are all of you interested in a little game? How about a game of riddles? You seem to enjoy riddles.
Patting out the fire on her clothes as he talks, like, yeah.
Simple stipulations. If you answer all 3 of my riddles, I will let you pass. If you do not, I will kill you and take your souls.
Sir, just a quick part of the rules said,
Yes.
if I'm potentially gonna lose my soul, may I know the name of the thing that will have my soul?
They call me Kaha. Does Tanumero laugh out loud at that?
Yeah.
You just hear her from the end of the other hallway.
She's still standing on the S. She's
You hear Kaha.
Why does that one laugh?
She got hit on the head as a child many times. I don't know, sir. We're all scared, I'm sorry.
So he looks at all of you and he says, okay, fine. I must warn you, though, I am a little impatient. So answer quickly. And he looks at all of you and says, my first riddle is, 2 siblings are we, 1 dark and 1 bright. Impossible to see, yet I shade all in sight.
Shadow and light. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. You are much quicker than me.
What do you guys think of that one?
Just let me know whenever it is that you found your final answer.
Yet I shade all in sight.
Anyone else got any ideas?
As you guys are all pondering, you can still hear just the crackling of flame from this creature in the middle of the room.
From beyond to numeral way in the back, you hear Nikki go, can we hear it again for the people in the back?
For the people in the back, got it. So it's 2 siblings are we, 1 dark and 1 bright. Impossible to see, yet I shade all in sight.
It's the impossible to see.
Shadow. And I don't know. I still like my first guess.
I mean,
Well, maybe if you were in the room, you could answer it.
Shadow.
You know how to spell Sathmog, right?
Listen.
Walk.
Listen. I don't know how much I have to help in this fight. I can take a few steps forward and back to retain a safe breath.
I am literally beside a half-dead man with a sword that he could barely carry, and you're the one at the end of the hall.
I resent that.
You mean resemble?
Since I'm not in the room, my soul's not up for grabs, right?
thanks, Timmy.
Oh, chat has a suggestion.
I'm like a phone
Chat's
friend,
got a couple of
right?
suggestions.
Chat's chiming in, guys. Chat's trying to help you. Ooh.
What kills me is I know the other version of this riddle.
Me too, and that's why I keep like, no, it's not the same riddle.
Right. I'm reading it and I keep it and I go, oh, it's that. And then you go, wait, no, that's not it. It doesn't mention the towers.
The answer is heterochromia.
It is a
Okay, maybe not.
translation. We should remember it's also a translation from Swedish.
Oh, that's a good point, too.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not be
Like-
like exact.
Michael, there are a pair of legs behind you that just keep distracting.
Oh yeah. We're working on our computer.
No.
I'll be honest, I'm good with what the party wants. I've got nothing. I keep hearing salt and pepper in my head.
Yeah,
and
that's all I
the
keep
other
hearing
riddle.
in my head, but that's the other version.
Yeah.
Is that a shot at me?
No,
I try to
there's
cover.
another version of this riddle. Two sisters are we, one from land, one from sea. We live in towers.
Yeah.
I don't know. Chat's got some good ideas,
It's
though.
day and night, and because it says we can't impossible to see, so shadow and light we can see shadows.
I know.
But
I know
I
it.
shade all in sight is the
Vinny
biggest
says she
thing.
knows.
I think I know.
What?
No, never mind.
Oh, dang it.
Okay,
I
so
thought maybe wait, light, night and day.
think of the last part.
That's-
I shade all in sight. That is like
Oh,
But if
the
this is
big thing that
nighttime,
screams
it
at me.
covers everything.
right.
but impossible to see.
But you don't. Nighttime and daytime are concept.
I don't
They're
know.
not.
Go for it.
Maybe
Are
not.
they?
I'm thinking shadow and light, because technically
The
those
demon's
are,
just
like,
staring at us at this
Yeah.
point.
Time is running out.
Someone make
Make
a
a choice.
Elska already
My-
got blasted. She's kind of good for this room right
My
now.
guess is I don't see the chat because I don't have Twitch open because my internet's not good enough. My three guesses are shadow and light, night and day, the new moon and the sun. That's all I got.
Sister Skull Kid. Transition lenses. Final answer. I love it.
One bright.
The only thing that's thrown me is that my concern is the same with Connery. That word shade. I'm wondering if that's a translation issue.
I feel like it's a play. I feel like it's a play on words. Like, yet I shade all in sight, and there's an eye in sight. So shading sight would be blindness, but then what's bright?
Vision.
I don't know.
I'm thinking it's got.
This is a good one. This is a good one, Michael. Like, this is a good one.
Hey,
If you
don't-
didn't
don't
get
get
it
at
from
me.
the roll,
It's
Version
did
right
it come
from
with
the
a
book.
campaign?
Yep.
Yeah, oh,
This
wow.
comes in the campaign book. Yep.
I
I've
think
been running this like almost exactly like how it's written. So
Okay. Well,
I mean, I haven't
somebody reach out
modified much of
to
it
that
at all.
Lootman guy and ask him. What's the answer?
You mean Andreas Lundström?
Yeah, that's the one.
I don't.
Go ahead and drop the link since we mentioned the name.
Yeah, they're Well, what is it? Kaha waits your answer. Glares right at numeral in the back.
I'm not in the room near the
I know,
pentagram, so
but
my
you-
soul is fine, but I can contribute, phone a friend, use one of your lifelines.
I'm pretty sure that's not how it works.
That's how I'm saying it works.
I can
I'm not
see you
making-
back there, and I can hear you laughing.
Well, how about now?
Hey, how'd she open the door?
You open it.
Elsa just looks at Geyer and just goes, "I'm starting to get offended with how she leaves us to die all the time."
Right?
A little bit.
I think I have a solution for this.
Just close the door.
Yeah, that was one of my guesses.
All right, what is it? What is your final answer?
What are we going with?
Yeah, what's our vote? Day and night, shadow and light, or something from chat that I can't see?
They're
I sort of
suggesting
like
the same
shadows
things.
and light hearing it again. Because shadows will... light is bright. A shadow is dark. And a shadow would shade everything that it falls on.
I'm just worried about the impossible to see bit. We can see light and shadow.
No, you can't.
There's light around the room, Mr. Geyer.
So
I know.
points
I
to
think
what?
I'm thinking of it too intellectually.
Yeah, I
where
think
it's
we're
like,
taking it apart too deep.
because it's like those are like, yeah. And then my other guess was the sun and the new moon, the dark moon, because technically you can't see the dark moon, and also you can't look at the sun directly, but you can see it, so that's a stretch. I don't know. Day and night is good also because it's a concept.
Yeah.
I don't know.
One of those two, day and night or shadow and light. Pick
So
someone.
what do you guys think, chat?
I'm hiding in the corner. So
Let's see what chat says. Chat's into it.
Yeah, what's chat's guesses?
Twitch is really doubling down on shadows.
We got shadows. We've got transition lenses. We've got a cloud
I think
and
it might be
wind.
transition lenses.
You got day and night. Sun and moon.
Shadows? We all good with shadows?
Lots.
My vote is with transitions because I own a pair.
I'm scared.
Geyer?
To see that I shade all in sight. I don't know whether or not the bloody creature is expecting us to answer physically, philosophically, intellectually. I have too many answers for too many different styles of question. I don't know enough about the creature.
Possible.
Give us your second riddle and we'll come back to this one.
Yeah, there we go. Best out of 3.
Make a persuasion roll with a boon. With a boon.
With a boon.
Yeah, because Connery's helping.
Okay. There we go.
What?
You caught me on a good day. I've been getting very bored. He looks towards you. Fine. Here's my second riddle. Fathered by sorrow and dread, mothered by sheer happiness, easily gained, yet hard to shed, burning, but wet nonetheless.
Somebody write that in chat, please. You got me. That was a long one.
Velthus nailed it. Velthus nailed it. It's right there in the Roll20 chat.
Dear happiness, easily gained.
Yeah, Velthus has his master's degree in typing.
Yeah.
Court stenographer right there.
That's it. Nikki Rain in chat says tears.
Yeah, I'm thinking tears too, because could be from
tears
happiness,
burn your
sorrow, or
eyes,
dread.
Yeah, I'm with tears on that one. That sounds
Oh yeah, that's brilliant.
Yeah,
Tears.
that makes sense. Tears.
tears.
Still waiting
That's-
for anybody else to chime in with
Tears.
anything, but that's one.
Swear to God, if sister says transition lenses.
Tears.
That's the answer to
Chat
every
is
riddle.
Tears too.
Visine.
That's right.
Tears. My
To
vote.
numeral peeks her head around the door and shouts, "Tears!"
What was that?
Which
One
which
from
door?
afar
It's
who I can't
closed.
see anymore. The one who laughs in my name. Kaha.
Ha
Mr. Demon Sir, would you like me to open the door so you can call out easier?
Yes, please.
First name Kaha, last name Haha.
Oh, I'm sorry. It appears she's left.
What is,
Looks
what
like
is
everybody's
your
on-
answer?
Looks like everybody's on tears.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Are you sure?
Kaha tears.
I mean, either way, I'm gonna cry, so let's just go.
Very good. I'm proud of you all. I wouldn't know what tears are,
Obviously not. You're made of fire.
but
I mean, are you sure you've had that name your entire
How-
life?
Kauskus Max Connery again.
I've seen them from others. But I've never been able to shed them myself.
I mean, you're only missing a little bit.
It's a great catharsis. You should try it sometime.
I don't have time to shed tears.
I don't want to be disrespectful, but I think you've been stuck in this room for a while. Maybe you do have time.
I have. It gives me lots of time to think of new riddles.
That's true. Can we
For
have
the next group of souls I will consume.
You know, after we kill your lord and leader, maybe I can show you around.
Make a persuasion roll.
What the?
Oh, nice, Connery. Really good.
Push it real good.
I believe you have no
not
idea
pushing
what you're
nothing.
talking about.
Probably right. Probably right.
Can we have the next riddle?
Yes,
Fine,
what is
here's
your
the third riddle. Found everywhere from east to west, sought by those who rule, unfit to eat, yet feeds the blessed. Always beware of the fool.
Ah, okay. Anywhere from east to west.
Man, you had that like typed in immediately as I was done. I was pretty impressed.
I stopped even trying. I'm just copying.
Is it loyalty? Always beware the fool. Because somebody could fool you if they're not actually loyal.
Somebody from chat going back to the first one said, would it be dreams and nightmares? Suggesting the letters on the floor spells nightmares.
No, the letters on the floor were a puzzle to get through. We just had to
Saint
spell out
Ogre.
Sathmog. Yeah, Saint Ogre.
Yeah. Okay. Hear me out on this one. Hold on. Let me reread this really quick. East to west, sought by those. Is it like riches and gold? It can be found anywhere from east to west, sought by those who rule. They want money and all of that. Unfit to eat. You can't eat gold, but it can feed the people with money.
I like. Oh, and
But-
beware the fool. Fool's gold.
Nikki Rain says gold in chat.
Nikki's
Yeah.
with me. Thank you, Nikki.
I like gold. I like gold. Team gold.
All right. Well, you guys
just-
vote
look,
gold.
I'm open
I'm
to
in.
other things.
I still think it's loyalty, but go for it.
Well, it could be gold, or it could be power, like you said, or like trust. I don't know, but you can't feed trust.
Feeds the blessed, though.
That's what's making me think it's a thing that helps you get food.
Unfit.
Unfit to
feed.
eat.
You can't eat it.
Yeah.
Unfit to eat. You can't eat gold.
I don't know. Go for it. Gold.
Anyone else?
I got nothing better.
Are you guys
Gold.
who's going to answer? Which character answers?
Casca's hair's still on fire. She's not.
Geyer will.
I think
Everyone
Emerus answers.
No, Emrys isn't answering none of this.
Geyer looks over and says, just gestures to his coin pouch that he wears around his neck. Perhaps gold?
He looks in your direction. Spoken from one who must know from experience.
Damn, he just insulted you.
Very good. That is correct. But there still remains the first riddle.
No, that's best out of 3. We can go now, right?
No. You must answer all 3 correctly. 2 siblings are we, one dark and one bright, impossible to see, yet I shade all in sight. What is the answer? And he opens his arms finally and he holds them out to the sides and the flames kind of just build up in both palms of his hands.
Day and night. I don't know. That's my vote.
Siblings are we? Team.
Althus, what you thinking?
I don't know. Beltus only knows the riddle of steel.
Yeah. Honestly, Connery's on the same page. Like, even if we get it wrong, I'm gonna melt this guy. I say we go with the original one, Shadow and Light. That was the original vote. Any naysayers?
My vote is day and night. That's mine.
All right. Anybody against day and night?
I mean, they're kind of the same in my head because I keep thinking of the other riddle for this. My brain just can't get past salt and pepper, so you'll have to leave.
Right, that's where I keep getting stuck.
I keep thinking of the old one. Belthus?
All right.
I don't know.
Well, who wants to answer this one?
I did the last one.
I did the first one.
Belthus, you do it. You're strong and you're up there.
What do you want me to say?
I guess day and night.
I said.
It's day and night, of course.
One and all metal. From head to toe, how can you even see?
It's actually a bit difficult in here, but it's a trade-off.
Very good. Disappointed am I that I could not take your souls. But perhaps you can all do me a big favor on your way through.
What's that?
Eliminate Azrael Koth. I will no longer be bound to this place.
Oh, okay,
And then I can return to where I was born.
Kaha, I have an important question for you, and maybe we don't need an answer right now. Maybe you should think on it. Do we look like people that follow him, but yet you were threatening to kill us if we didn't answer your riddles? So, like, don't you think you could have just let us have a pass to go take care of
I think he's
what we want to do?
bound by service, probably.
Couldn't have given us easier riddles?
Yes. But then, it wouldn't be as easy for me to take your souls, and it wouldn't be as fun.
Now,
Can't
do you
you
have anything that
Can't you
we
let
can
me have a
use?
little fun?
Do you have anything that we
I'm
can
great
use
fun when
against the
my friends
fight?
aren't, so.
What is it?
Do you have anything that you can bless us with against this fight with Sathmon?
I don't think you could survive a blessing from me.
Can you tell us
Try
which way
me.
to go? to get to Koth faster?
What was that?
Can you tell us which way to go to get to Koth faster? Do you know? Nor, like, she points at both doors.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah, I need a GPS that is a Kaha sound.
Persuasion? Ooh!
Whoa, nice.
Barely.
Points to the door to the south. It says, "This way. You must be cautious of the hole in the floor. But it leads to a great library of peace and serenity where you may find one final rest." And then points the door to the north. It says, "Traveling north. Beware not to trip or arouse suspicion of your arrival. Don't stare in the reflection that you see of yourself. It could be quite shocking. But a secret beyond could lead to much treasure on your way to Azrael Koth. The choice is yours." And he sort of just takes like 4 steps back and just crosses his arms again, still just like crackling with fire.
All right, at this point, I think Belvis is just showing off his typing speed.
Mr. Fiery demon person thing who we're now trying to rescue, are we not able to exit one door and then travel back through to the other door?
If you choose to go, you can do both. That's your choice.
I'm definitely feeling north.
Both directions lead eventually to Azrael Koth.
I have an important rules question for you, Kaha.
Yes.
If we go through one door, and we have to do that way, but we decide we want to come at it from the other side, can we walk back through without answering more riddles, or are we gonna have to answer riddles again?
Saw through me from the beginning. How dare you spoil my fun?
I might be 3 feet tall, but I'm pretty darn smart.
Whoa!
Hey, roll for perception.
Roll for
Thank you for the
perception.
raid. We appreciate it. Currently, our party is in a room with a riddling fire demon.
Help.
We gave you fun though by
Why?
answering the riddles. You said that was fun.
Why-
I had fun. Didn't you
Why
have fun?
couldn't I give you more riddles? Wouldn't it be more fun?
Oh, look who finally entered the room.
Ah, there she is, the one who laughed at my name. Kaha!
Kauska looks at Kaha and just says,
Thank you guys for all the follows. We appreciate it.
Oh. Kauska looks at the fire demon. It's like, why am I up front? And just says, well, here's the thing. You know what we're here to do. Do you really want to make it harder for us to do it? We kind of need all of us to do what you want us to do. If you take one of our souls or all of our souls, you gotta wait like 100 more years for someone else to come stop them. Like, come on.
Oh, you do have a point there.
We could just do riddles for fun
Yes.
without the wager. Like we
Why
could
is-
go back and forth on riddles for no
No,
reason.
there must be a wager. Souls must be taken.
She
But
has.
we do riddles without souls.
Okay.
And it's fun.
I think you would love
Why
the
is
game
this-
of poker.
Why is this small one so wise and persuasive?
I'm little. It helps.
Fine. You can pass through without any more riddles, as long as you take care of Azrael Koth.
That's what we're gonna try to do. Kauska turns and points to the group and points to the south door and goes, I need a nap. Rest
That
is
sounds
that way.
wonderful. Right after we collect all the treasure.
Mr.
So
Geyer.
Emerald,
Kauska grabs Geyer and pulls him close and goes, I feel like, what's his face? Umris over there. Can I go take a nap?
Well, can't you just nap in Beltus's backpack or something?
No, we never hooked up.
Wow.
We never baby Bjorned me properly. No.
Belthus, you do see that door is also made of copper and has the same symbol that you have been familiar with so far.
Tanumerald. Okay, my mic's working now. Tanumerald has a question for the demon.
Okay.
She's gonna look around at the pentagram,
Okay.
and she would look at the demon, and she would ask, would it be possible for one to perhaps dispel this pentagram binding you to this floor? And if so, in repayment for being dispelled of this arcane lock, would you join us in the fight against Azrael Koth, who locked you here?
He looks at you for a moment, almost for a second or two too long. Like it's a strange, awkward silence where you just hear crackling fire from his being, and he starts to laugh. You think your magic is more powerful than a demon sorcerer's?
She closed a portal once.
The demon portal once.
I saw it.
Like that's something on a resume.
Yeah, exactly.
List of references. Kauska saw it.
He kind of looks at you and he's like, as much as I would like to see you try, I suggest you save your energy.
I also suggest you save your mana.
Nap time.
Well,
I'm gonna start powering through the south door.
Okay, the electricity just zaps you again, and immediately your protector spell just soaks up the electrical energy as this door goes to shock you. But you're used to open these magically trapped doors. It doesn't bother you anymore, Belthus, because they don't seem to be doing anything to you with your
One
magical...
of these times, protection is gonna drop, and I'm gonna regret it.
Then you open the door, and you can see there's a chamber that leads south that's flickering in torchlight. And it kind of opens up, and the best way I can describe this to you, Belthus, is going to be like a little bit of meta explanation for you. But when you go to like a big skyscraper building or a hotel that has those doors that spin in the center, you know, rotating door, and then the other door like rotates behind you.
Yeah,
that's what you see, but it's more like a wall with the center. Like it's not a door that you can see through. It's a rotating center thing. It's the best way that I can describe it. I know it's probably a...
If we're planning on going both routes, wouldn't it be smarter to go to the route without resting first and then rest after we were already worn out from both routes?
Calska just motions to herself.
Connery, I think most of us are in rather rough shape.
You're in rough shape, really?
She got zapped by that door. It did like 10 points of damage to her.
I'm at full everything practically.
There's a choke point up here. We're going to be potentially separated.
Yeah, from what you can see, only one person can fit in these spots at a time. You could probably cram 2 people in there, but it's going to be really snug.
They said there was a hole this way, guys.
So we have to watch for a hole.
Point at the door and at Belthus absorbing it and kind of say to the demon, "See, my magic did that, you know."
He kind of, you can see he's like smirking in the flames of his face, and
pretty good.
Still not Azrael-Koth level.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'll try. I'll try to do better.
Is there anywhere to... Oh, good.
No, go ahead, Belthus.
Is there anywhere to like hold on these walls in case this hole that he mentioned like drops out from under us, or?
Good question. Let me read this. I can read it to you really quickly to make sure that I'm giving you everything here. Yeah, so in the middle of this round chamber is a large rotating cross-shaped wheel with walls of stone that reach almost all the way to the ceiling. It seems the only way forward is through the wheel. You can hear what sounds like the sound of rushing water. It seems like the air is pretty cold and damp in here.
The hole.
How much of a gap is at the top of this thing?
Probably like you could just slide your fingers in there. That's about it.
Does it seem to wiggle in both directions, that this could rotate clockwise or counterclockwise?
Yes.
Perhaps a bit of a safety harness. Garrett's going to go into his backpack and pull out something that nobody has seen because he didn't want it to get thrown into a portal or somewhere else. Pulls out his new grappling hook that he bought the last time.
This is the third grappling hook.
The third one, yes.
Oh,
wow. Buy
wow.
stock in these things.
Everything happens in threes, including grappling hooks.
If we tie the rope to this, can you reach to wedge it in at the top? And then if there is a hole that falls out beneath us, just hold on to the rope.
Brilliant.
It'll take a little bit of waiting. One of us will have to go all the way through, turn the wall back to get to the rope again. But can you reach the top to put it in there, or can you boost me up?
Can we?
Was somebody giving a boost? Yeah, you could reach the top.
All right, I'll...
Okay.
gonna basically tie the rope onto the grappling hook and then basically wedge it in there.
You're gonna have to make a roll for this because it's a small space and the wall is kind of thick, and the grappling hook is kind of curved on 4 sides. So to finesse it through there is gonna be very difficult.
You're never gonna get that thing out if you get it in there.
Then I'll have to buy another one. And...
So go ahead and make what would probably be agility based. It's more of a finesse type thing.
Like sleight of hand to be like maneuvering it so tightly.
Sleight of hand would work. Yeah, I could see that.
I'll go sleight of hand with it.
Sure. Look at that. So you finagle it and you're able to get the grappling hook to. Are you trying to like get it hooked on there, or are you trying to like make it go all the way through to the other side?
Basically, I'm trying to treat it basically just like a hook, hang it on there.
Yeah.
So that if, let's say we rotate it to the right and there's a hole.
Yeah.
If Belzix goes to fall in the hole, he can reach out and grab the rope.
Yep.
And he's got something to keep himself from falling into whatever pitfall is there.
Okay. All right.
And then
yeah,
basically when he goes through, turn the
there?
wall back to return the rope so the next person can use it.
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you're able to kind of slide that over the top of there.
Brilliant.
Do you have a light source to bring with you?
I have a torch.
There is light in this chamber. It is lit.
Okay.
There is a torch like in a sconce like right next to you, Geyer, in the hallway there. Yeah, you can see everything, so you can't like see the differences, but yeah, there is light in there.
Okay.
All right, then I'm gonna grip that rope with one hand, and with my shoulder, I'm gonna start pushing.
Okay, and as you push, it's almost as like after you push it like a certain amount, it starts to move itself.
Oh.
As if you're not controlling it anymore. It's just rotating. And you start to push and it goes. Are any of you jumping in with Belthus?
Is there enough room for more than
So,
one
like
of us?
debates like monkey
One
match.
other person could jam in there if they wanted to. But it's also like if you wanted to wait, you could wait. Or you can see, it's almost as if like this thing isn't going to stop. So somebody could like jump into the next one.
Geyer's going to jump into the same one with Belfast and squeeze in to grab the rope. Just
Okay.
word forbid something's on the other side. It's better not to have any of us alone.
Okay. And you're following it. It seems like you guys are pushing it, but it's kind of moving itself. You guys get to the point where you're all the way to it would be the western side of this area because you started on the northern side. So you're going kind of to the west and you rotate around. And then that's when you notice the floor starts to disappear as you get to the southern part. But you can see there's an opening beyond. So with a split second, you may be able to jump. So what I'm going to do is, if you can each make an acrobatics roll for me, but here's the problem. I'm going to give you a Bane because 2 of you are jammed in.
Do we get a boon for having the rope in there?
Well, that will be if you fail this.
Okay.
You'll have to make an additional check to see if you can like grab that grappling hook rope.
Belfast, why didn't you take the feather? That gives you a boon acrobatics. That I've always carried.
I will forever regret this.
Oh no.
Do I have time?
I'm gonna push.
Oh,
Do I
Belfast is
have
gonna
time to
push.
Hang
cast? Oh, hold on. Do I have time to cast a spell?
Does it require sight on your target?
No,
Because you wouldn't know that this is happening technically.
I wouldn't hear screaming.
Not yet.
Not yet, anyway. But it looks like Belthus succeeded.
Geyer did not.
Geyer did not. Did you push it, Geyer? Yes, you did. So, Belthus, you are able to leap to the other side. And I'm going to go ahead and put your token where you currently are.
Okay.
So you're here. Geyer is here. And he's starting to fall into the pit. So Geyer looks at his grappling hook. Are you going to do anything in response, Belthus?
Do I have a chance to like reach out and try to grab him?
You can. What I'll do is I'll let you go ahead and make an additional acrobatics roll.
Okay.
And Geyer, you make a acrobatics roll with a boon.
Okay.
Belthus is able to reach out. Do the hands meet? They do. And it's like a scene from a movie where like you almost like see that the hand reaches out and Belthus grabs Geyer and yanks you up onto the side safely.
I've got you, Sir Mallard.
So you are both safe on the other side. Now, Connery, did you step into there?
Yeah.
Okay, it's continuing to move. So you're following along too, and all of a sudden the floor opens up. And
Geyer's moving out of the way, knowing that if he's hoping they wait for the rope, but just in case, Geyer doesn't want to be in the way.
Again, since now I see this danger and the thing is moving, I don't know how fast it's moving. Do I have time to cast a spell?
Sure. What spell are you going to cast?
All right. It is...
Okay. Using musician?
Yep.
That's not technically a spell. That's just an ability you have. I don't think it's a spell.
Oh, actually, it cannot be done. Sorry, an action in combat.
Oh, you have to do it in combat. Okay.
Yep. So it looks like I'm on my own.
All right. One thing that you do notice, Connery, is you're moving around in this chamber. The rope that Geyer had placed up there is starting to like turn around the top piece where it's stuck because the whole thing is spinning. So the rope is spinning around too, and it's starting to kind of wrap around at the top. But you're going to make your acrobatics and you jump across to the other side where Belthus is waiting for you and kind of catches you as well as you jump across. There, you guys see this thing, the rest of you, Tenumeral, Kalsika, everybody sees this moving. Gretcha is coming and Emrys, they're following as well.
I took disheartened to push it.
Okay, you pushed it and took disheartened to push it. Gotcha.
Tinny, do you want to go together or on our own?
Maybe together. Is the rope still working?
As of right now, yes.
Let's go together and grab the rope together. I think that'll help us.
Yeah.
You're not sure
So
how much
I'll,
longer it's going to last, though.
Jumping in with
gonna-
Tinny.
Don't they take a bane for being together?
They will take a bane from being together, but I think was Belthus like standing at the edge?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
ready to...
so that would take the bane and it would give you a boon, so it would just make it a regular roll. Okay, so you guys can also make acrobatics rolls as you come around. Uh-oh.
Hold on.
So wait, since I went alone, does that mean I rolled with a boon and I don't have to take disheartened?
You would have rolled normally.
But you said that belt is...
Well, yeah. You would have rolled with a boon. Yeah, so you don't have to take that. Yeah, you don't have to take that.
Kalsika is...
Can
What's
I use my feather to roll with a boon? My Thunderbird feather?
I'll let you use it. Yeah. Go ahead. You can roll again.
Okay, so I'm gonna stroke this feather and pray to be like a Thunderbird.
Oh, look at that.
The power causes
Thunderbird
through me.
succeed.
Yep. You start to slip and fall to numeral and you grab that feather and it glows with like a blue light and you just feel yourself go just float over to the side. Belthus, you watch for a minute as she just like takes like it's like she's just taking a step through the air. What is she doing?
As Tinny saves herself.
Am I carrying Kalsika while I do this?
That'll give you a bane. Don't do that. I'm gonna push.
Are you pushing? Okay.
And I'm gonna be disheartened because I'm afraid of going. Like I'm exhausted by all of this. I'm tired of like feeling like crap. It's this whole like I am sick of this dungeon.
Okay.
So, acrobatics again, yeah.
Acrobatics.
Oh my god!
No.
I will go down this hole. That's fine.
So Belthus was standing there.
Wow.
So same thing as before. Belthus. Kalsika, you get to roll acrobatics one more time with a boon.
I'm gonna push this. I'm
Balthus-
exhausted from helping so many people.
You should be.
Yeah.
Oh, don't take exhausted. Isn't that your damage?
Balthus barely
Barely.
catches her. She goes to fall, like to numeral, like as she's floating across, like you're just like thinking, how does she do this? And you almost miss Kalsika falling, and you reach out last minute and grab her and pull her up.
Muscles are burning.
And then-
Kalska is just like is literally like completely like as much as her tiny limbs can like completely wrapped around Balthus's like neck and like waist. She's like, oh my god, I don't like this place anymore. I want to go home. I want to go to sleep buds. I don't want to be here anymore about this.
So I'm gonna move both tokens over here, and also Gretcha was able to run across and make her way across as well. And on Emrys's turn, Emrys comes around and almost slips into the pit and leaps up and grabs onto the grappling hook that's hanging. And it's hanging there, and you can see him almost get to the point where he's still swinging around, and he looks towards the pit and looks towards you, Balthus, and just goes, it's like a slow motion. He just pushes off the wall, and he reaches out towards you, and you reach out your hand and he grabs it. But in the midst of this, the sword that you gave him, like as he's doing this, he kind of like, it swings back and it cuts the grappling hook off the rope, and the grappling hook falls into the darkness of the pit. And after a little bit of time, after just a couple seconds, you hear swish, like something splashed.
Does he make it through though?
Yeah, he made it through.
Wow.
He looks over and says, oh no, sorry about the grappling hook.
We really go through those things.
I swear, every time I use one to save somebody has to throw it into a pit of the abyss that I can't get it back from.
Connery kind of just pats Geyer's back, like, comfortingly. It's okay. We'll get you a new one.
If we live.
Did everyone make it across?
Yes.
I don't know. My fox, I assume, was just riding along with me.
When we get through to the space, is it literally just empty in here?
No, I'm gonna tell you what's in there. So when you get to this space, you see. Let's see. What do you see? You see a large room with rounded ends. The walls are covered with large bookshelves that smell heavily of cotton paper, parchment, and moth repellents. So it's a library. It seems rather peaceful here.
Kalska goes
It's the most at peace you guys have felt in anything since you got to the Isle of Mists.
Kalska goes to the corner that I just put myself in and just sits down and like just kind of like curls up for a second. It's like, I need a minute or 5 or however long.
What I would like to tell you guys, as you go to take this moment to catch your breath, Kalsika, mechanically, this library is a quiet and restful place. The player characters may take an extra rest here, even if they already had one.
Kind of rest.
This would be what would be considered a stretch rest, like a 15-minute breather.
Ooh, okay.
You couldn't do a shift here. You couldn't camp and stay here.
But for everyone who already took one, they get another.
You could take another one here. But if you want to go explore some more and then come back and use it, there's that option as well.
If Kalska gets hit by one more thing, she's out. So I'm gonna take my stretch here. Does that mean that I get another one that I haven't taken?
If you haven't taken one yet, then you'll still have that one. Okay. Yes.
Why don't you just let me heal you, and then we go adventure, come back, and do the stretch rest together? Because I'm not taking a stretch rest for no 3 HP. That's a waste of a rest.
I'm gonna do a stretch here. I'm a bit tapped.
I need to, because I don't know how much you can heal me, and I'm literally, I have 4 hit points, and
well, one spell is 2d6.
if you
That's
roll well. And then you have to spend the mana. Do you get the mana back?
which is 2 mana, which, like I said,
Do you
it's
get that back
pointless
on a
for me.
stretch?
Yeah, on a stretch.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I couldn't remember.
That's what I'm
if you
saying.
did.
It's pointless for me to take a stretch. I haven't been spending mana like that.
So why don't you heal her before her rest, and then it'll boost her rest, or you could heal her after her
heal
rest, and then you
we'll
can rest.
figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot you got
Oh,
willpower
just
back.
barely got it, but you got it.
So stretch,
18 matches the number. Oh no.
roll for you.
Terrible roll.
Four hit points are restored with the healing of Conry.
I will stretch rest.
Gyre's going to take his bonus stretch because I'm low on will. And
Okay, gonna take your bonus stretch. Okay.
Yep.
So that means that Gyre would be completely out of rests.
correct.
Okay.
My God.
And Belthus, you said you were gonna take this free stretch. You're
Yes,
muted.
I still have mine in the bank. so
And you
this
still
one-
have your other one in the bank. Yep. So
Yeah.
Belthus.
Yeah, I still have my other one in the bank too.
and
I can hold 2 willpower.
Casca and Belthus each have
used
one.
on a stretch, right?
To numeral, are you taking your free rest here? Okay. So
Yes,
to numeral
I
would
am.
still be at 0 then. And are you going to go ahead and take one, Conry?
Mm-mm.
Not going to take one at all? Okay.
No.
So
We
you
heal
have one and the
condition.
bonus in the library. Now remember, in order to have the extra rest, it has to be done in this room. So if you go out and adventure and you're out, if you don't have your normal rest that you would have had, you'd have to come back here to rest.
And what do we? I can never remember. With the stretch rest, do we get to heal? Do we heal a condition?
1d6 HP, 1d6 willpower, plus 1 condition of your choice.
And do we get to use our mementos?
You can use your memento because you haven't used it yet this session. So if you want to use your memento, it gives you an extra condition of your choice.
Oh, condition, but not HP.
No, just conditions for your memento.
Then I'm not.
Mhm.
I'll use my memento. I'll hold on to the empty scabbard. And...
I will not.
Excellent. Conry, you said you weren't taking a rest here?
No.
What would you be doing during the 15 minutes then that everybody else is kind of taking a breather while you're in the library?
Keep bandaging Emrys, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah, bandage him up. You can see that you're bandaging him the best that you can, but the bleeding's not stopping. Like, he's still bleeding out, but you can see this guy has got a strong will. Like, he wants to find whoever this Tuviel is, and he wants to put an end to Azrael Koth.
I admire your dedication, but you know you're not going to make it out of here alive, right?
He kind of looks down and then looks back at you and... Yeah. As long as I live long enough to see Azrael Koth meet his end. I think I can be
I understand
okay.
that. But since everybody else is resting, I wanted to take this opportunity to ask, do you have any dying requests?
If you find Tuviel, get her out of here. That's all.
I can do that.
Thank you. And he puts out his hand to shake yours.
Slap it aside. No, sir.
How dare you?
Go ahead and shake it.
And as your hands kind of meet, the camera zooms in to this handshake. And that's where we're going to end this session of Dragonbane. Secret of the Dragon Emperor.